Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, any question for me from yesterday's class? Let me know, because we'll discuss a few more things which I could not complete yesterday. So let me put this also as an introduction class, because many things I have to discuss. Before that, give me 1 minute. Okay. So yeah, SAP as a company introduction, I gave you historical perspective, plus what is their market ranking, and how big is the company SAP. Okay, I spoke about few things regarding the SAP from the historical perspective. Then we also discussed about what course contents we will learn in SAP HS module. Yeah, and I also gave you some of the technologies that are currently available, like we are working on ECC and S4 HANA. These are the two technologies which are available. And then today, let me introduce you to some of the other things, like SAP modules. What are the SAP modules we have? Then SAP project types. Again, these are the basic things which you should know as a consultant. Because if you start working as a consultant, you should not blink when they talk about projects or when they talk about different modules we have in SAP. So we'll discuss these two things. And yes, I will also take you through the server, right? So SAP demo server, how to use it, what are the functionalities available. We'll see a little bit about that. And also, I will speak you about SAP tables. What are tables? Why do we need them? What are the different SAP tables available? Like that, we are going to discuss. But before that, let's see what are the different SAP modules we have. Any idea regarding this SAP modules? Any idea of how many modules are there in SAP? What are the different categories of modules present? Okay, let me tell you, there are two categories of SAP modules: functional modules and technical modules. These are the two different categories of modules we have in SAP. But 1 second, I think somebody is knocking on the door. Just give me a minute. Yeah, so the functional modules are those modules which directly help the business process. If any company wants to use these modules in their day-to-day business activities, they can make use of the functional modules. Okay, there are more than 100 types of functional modules which are available in SAP. Like for example, some of them I'll just list out under functional modules. Let me write here. The functional modules may be like we have SAP Materials Management. Then we have FICO, that is Finance and Controlling. And then we have HCM, Human Capital Management, SD, Sales and Distribution. Similarly, we have many other, quality management, EHS, and then production planning, project systems, many like this. There are many functional modules which are available. Okay, there are more than 100 modules, if I have to say. So these modules help the companies in carrying out their day-to-day activities. Because, you know, ultimately, what is the use of SAP software? We need this software to run our business smoothly, to carry out our business functions, in a very smooth manner, and we can plan how we can utilize our resources. So from that perspective, we will be using SAP software. So you have plant maintenance also, SCM, supply chain management, warehouse management. There are many more than 100 to be precise. And then another category of modules I told you are technical modules. So what are technical modules and how do they help us? The SAP technical modules are those modules which help us in implementing the SAP ERP software in the companies. Or to maintain this SAP ERP software, we have to have these technical modules. Okay, so some examples again here. We have ABAP, we have basis, we have security, we have business warehouse, then we have a BIBO. Like that, there are many technical modules that are available. Okay, they are not directly related with any business process. I mean, if you want to do sales, you cannot use these technical modules. These technical modules actually help us in managing our functional modules. Like for example, if the client wants a new report, okay, we can design that new report using these technical modules. Or if any new employee has joined a company, we can provide the user ID and password for that person using it will be given by the basis team. To manage the network security of the company or to maintain the data security of SAP, we have security module. To develop analytical reports or to, out of the data available in the SAP database, and to generate analytical reports, we can make use of BIBO or business warehouse module. Like that, these technical modules help us in managing our SAP ERP software. They are in the background, they are like post-production team. Once a movie shooting is completed, all these VFX or settings or editing, everything happens in the background, right? So something similar is done by these technical consultants. They will be either programming, creating programs, or they will be managing the network security, or they will be providing user access to the SAP ERP software. Like that, technical things will be done by the technical consultants. Okay, these are some examples. Functional modules are separate and technical modules are separate. So after we learn this SAP EHS module, what do you think? What will you call yourself as? After you learn SAP EHS module, what you will become? Will become a functional consultant. Okay, you will be called as a functional consultant. The people who are programmers, those who know the technical modules are known as technical consultants. Okay. And then also there are third group of consultants. They are known as techno-functional consultants. Techno-functional consultants. These are the three types of consultants that we have in the market, and you belong to the functional consultant category because you are familiar with the functional modules. Like EHS is a functional module. Okay, so these are some of the modules that we find in SAP. Now, before we go on with SAP project types, let me know if you have any doubt, any question, because you have to be very clear with the basic things. You should be very clear with this. Siraj Hussain, can you hear me? Can you please let me know from which end you have joined? Because I didn't get any confirmation. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Siraj, from which institute basically?
HKR.
HKR. Okay, okay.
Yes.
Okay, you have enrolled because they didn't tell me regarding you, so I was asking
No,
whether
no.
you have enrolled.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I received a call from someone. I don't know.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, in Skype. That's why I came.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yesterday also I was joined, but
Huh.
I think yesterday some technical problem was there, so I
Hmm.
could not hear your voice, so I left
You're
from
disconnected.
your team. Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. No problem, Siraj. You can listen. No problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yes. Any question for me from the SAP module section? Let me know, or we'll continue with SAP project types. See, these basic things you definitely need to know as a consultant. Okay. So that is why I spend 1 or 2 classes teaching you these basic foundational, techniques, or I can say the topics related to the basics of SAP. Okay, so in SAP project types, we normally have 4 types of projects. Let me write them out. Implementation project is one type. Similarly, we have support project. Then we have rollout project. And then we also have enhancement or upgradation project. Okay, so these are the 4 project types we have in SAP. So what are these project types? Where do we need these projects? What is the meaning of these project types? We are going to see now. Implementation project is a project when any company decides to implement SAP software for the first time. Maybe they are not using any software, okay? They want to implement any ERP software. So that company has decided, okay, let's go with SAP because it's a very good software. So they will select one IT company and they want to implement SAP ERP software in their organization. So such kind of project is known as an implementation project, where the customer is not having any kind of ERP software. Now they want to implement this. Okay, so that is the reason they will go for an IT company. They will take the requirements and how much budget they have to allocate, in how much time will they be able to implement the project. All these details they are going to collect from the IT company. Once that is done, then they are going to start implementing the project in that organization. For example, let's say tomorrow if Tata Motors decide we are not having any ERP software as of now, so let's implement SAP project. So they will approach any IT company. It could be HCL Technologies, it could be Accenture, or any good names in the market. Then they are going to give their requirements to that IT company and they will allocate the budget. They will work on the timelines, how much time will be required, and then they will start implementing the project. That is known as an implementation project. It will take around, to be precise, let's say any implementation project will require somewhere between 10 months to 15 months of time. It is not easy. Maybe people think SAP software means they just have to download and start using. It is not like that. It is a very complex software, very complex, because a lot of technical things are involved in this. There are a lot of consultants who will be working on a project. Okay, so that is the reason, right from taking the requirement from the client up to implementing the project, it will take somewhere between 10 months to 15 months of time. Okay, and how many people will be working on an implementation project? Normally there will be somewhere between 25 to 30 consultants who will be in the team. That includes senior consultants, junior consultants, a project manager will be there, a solution architect will also be there in the team. All these people together, they are going to implement a project. And any idea how much it will cost? Let's say, like if you are going with 8 modules or 10 module implementation, How much do you think they have to spend the money? Any idea? Just take a guess. Any wild guess. No problem. You could even be wrong. It doesn't matter. Just guess how much money the company has to invest. Over this period of 10 months or 15 months. Okay. How much budget do you think they have to allocate? Take any guess. Just guess amount.
Maybe 10 to 15 lakhs.
Oh, 1 crore. Okay. Any other answers? Vinayak, you want to guess? Or Siraj? Or maybe Raghavendra?
Sir, approximately 2 to 3 crores.
Okay. That is the maximum capacity. Okay. You are all quoting peanuts. Just peanut value you are quoting. They will need somewhere between 80 crores to 120 crores approximately. Especially if they are implementing 12 to 15 modules. Okay, that too if they are implementing S4 HANA, they will easily need 120 to 130 crores. That is the kind of budget they have to allocate. You know, everything in SAP is not so rosy because some projects will go on halt, some projects see the completion because mid-sized companies and all cannot implement this software. It is used by big companies, big names in the market. And moreover, that is only related to the implementation. They have to spend 120 crores. Apart from that, every year for renewing the license, they have to pay more money to the SAP because it is on the license basis. It is not that once they pay the money, SAP will stop. Not like that. They have to pay the license fee every year. That will be again in terms of crores, depending on how many modules they are using, how many SAP users are using this software. On the basis of that, again, it will go into crores. So it's not a child's play, you know. SAP is a very complex software and it is a big budget. See, just like constructing a big campus, IT company, you know, even there, I don't think they will be spending 100 crore or 120 crore. I don't think. Maybe maximum how many? 40 crores, maybe 50 crores, let's say, for a big campus, IT campus. But here you will be surprised. That is the amount of money involved in this SAP. You know, people will be earning, consultants will be earning somewhere between 25 lakh, even up to 30 lakh per annum. Highly paid job. SAP job is a highly paid job. Okay, because they have to spend, if they are spending 120 crores, you know, you can imagine how much they have to pay to the consultants, how much the project manager will get, how much the IT company is going to gain from that project. It's not a small thing. Crores and crores of rupees are put into this software. Okay, so that's what I wanted to tell you. Okay, let's continue. So implementation project, like I told you, it needs 10 to 15 months of time. And the consultants who work in this project will be having normally, ideally they need 3 to 5 years of experience, but still not an issue. Even the freshers are put into an implementation project as an associate consultant. Okay, even new people can also work on an implementation project. At least they will gain experience. What happens in an implementation project? What are the different phases of a project? What is known as project timeline? How they are going to do the meetings? How the interaction with the client will be there? All that you can learn in an implementation project. So it's a wonderful opportunity if you get to work on an implementation project, because you will get to learn lot of things. And let me tell you, you know, the biggest advantage of working in SAP, the biggest advantage is if you are working as a safety professional, that is only in one industry. If you are in construction, you will be knowing only about the constructional safety. If you are working in oil and gas, you will be only learning about oil and gas. But here, if you are working as a EHS consultant in SAP, you will get an opportunity to learn about the safety concepts in every field. Because Once you complete the project for a chemical industry, maybe next you will go to a pharmaceutical company. There you have to implement the project. Once you complete that, maybe you have to implement a project for a power generation plant, power generation company, or maybe next time utilities company, manufacturing company. Like that, you will gain a lot of experience and you will understand how the safety is implemented in different fields in a very short time. Within 4 to 5 years, you can learn lot of things related to safety, which as a safety professional you cannot learn, because you will be sticking around one industry. You cannot jump to other sectors. But SAP EHS will give you an opportunity to learn safety concepts even in the other fields. Okay, so I think that is a valuable knowledge which you can gain. Fine, so that's about your implementation project, where you need to implement the SAP software right from the scratch. They won't be having any kind of software tool. You have to implement the project for them. That is the implementation project. Then you come across the support project. Any idea what is a support project? Ever heard support project? Okay. After implementing the project, yeah.
If a company is implementing SAP, then a consultant who has knowledge will share about this.
Yeah, it is like supporting, Alim. For example, let's say you construct a building. I don't know, maybe you are from construction field. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are from construction, right? So after
Yes, sir.
you construct a building, it is ready for occupancy. Okay, the employees, the company people will occupy that building. Don't you think after that they don't need any technicians?
Yes, they need for maintenance.
Absolutely. You need people for maintenance work. You maybe your
Yes,
electrical maintenance, lift or air conditioning or housekeeping. There are many kinds of maintenance work will be required. Similarly, after implementing the SAP project, you need some consultants to support the end users. Because when they are using the software, there will be a lot of issues. They will not be able to use some transaction codes. There will be some error coming in the software, or they will not be able to generate the report. Like that, lot of technical issues will come in the software. So who has to address that? See, these people are not IT professionals, okay? They will be working in the company in different departments, maybe HR, maybe administrator, or maybe in the procurement department somebody will be working, or in the EHS department there will be EHS engineer. These are not IT professionals. So if something is wrong with the software, they cannot rectify. What they will do, they will raise a ticket or they will raise a request to solve that technical issue. We normally call it as a ticket. So the people who are in the support team, those tickets will come to that consultant and that consultant has to rectify those technical issues. Okay, so that is known as a support project, and there are many different types even in this. Like you have, for example, 24/7, 24/5 support project, on call support project. Okay, then you have on-site project, off-site project. Like that, there are different project types in support projects. So what is 24/7 support? See, there are companies who will be operating 24/7. Can you tell some of them? Those who will be continuously operating, they will not have any leave. The plant will not be shut down. It will be always in operation mode. What companies, what sector can you give example?
Oil industry.
Oil industry, oil and gas is an example. Or let me tell you one more example, power generation plants. Power generation plants cannot halt their operation even for 1 hour. Because if they stop their plant for 1 hour, it will cost them lot of money. In crores, they will be losing the money. Okay, it will be working 24/7. Same thing with utility companies, those who distribute power. Okay, from the substation to the various other places, the distribution of the transmission of the electricity. We call them as utilities companies. Even they will not stop working even for 1 hour. It has to be continuously operational. Or even some manufacturing companies will also be working 24/7. Okay, for such kind of companies, there will be a support team always ready, always on standby. Whenever there is any technical issue, these support consultants need to help them out, solve those technical issues. That is 24/7. But see, SAP is not only used in industries. Don't think only in the manufacturing industry or construction or in chemical industries only it is used. SAP software is also used in banks, in financial institutions, and in taxation companies like that. Even the financial industry also need your SAP, especially to maintain their finance related work. They will be using SAP software. But these companies, it will not be working for 7 days a week. Maybe they will be working from Monday to Friday, then Saturday, Sunday, nobody will be working. Or exceptionally, they will be working. For such a kind of company, they don't want any support project for 24/7. They will say, we will pay you for the support only from Monday to Friday. For the remaining 2 days, we will not be paying you any charges because we don't need support on this Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so the agreement will be made for support only from Monday to Friday. Remaining days, Monday to Friday, then Saturday and Sunday, they will not be using the software. Okay, so that project is known as 24/5. Similarly, we have on-call support where you can call up the customer care, and if there is any issue with the software, you can speak to them. They will help you to rectify those errors. This is also one of the type of project. Then we have on-site and off-site. Normally in the oil and gas, if somebody has work, you will be familiar with this on-site and off-site. Offshore, onshore. Remember? So something like that we have in SAP also called on-site and off-site. See, there are many big companies, MNC companies out there. Like you have Pepsi, Coca-Cola, or Nestle, okay, or maybe Unilever. These are big companies that are operating in every country of the world. Okay, so such a big company, what they will say, we want the support consultants to be sitting with us in our office. Or take example Saudi Aramco. Saudi Aramco is such a huge company, or Sabic is such a huge company. So what that company will say, look, we don't want your consultants to be sitting in your office somewhere in Hyderabad or Bangalore. We want these support consultants to be sitting with us in our office so that whenever there is any requirement, we can connect with them and they can rectify the technical issue. So we want them in our office. Those kind of consultants or those kind of project is known as on-site project, where the IT company is going to deploy some of their consultants on the client side. They will sit with the client. That is an on-site. Off-site means, okay, there will be some other companies also who will say, it's okay, no problem. See, we need support whenever there are some technical issues. It doesn't matter to us whether they are sitting in our office or whether they are connecting from your IT company. It doesn't matter. But whenever there is any issue, immediately we need the support and they have to rectify those technical issues. So the company or the client may be situated somewhere in Saudi Arabia or somewhere in the Middle East, somewhere. Okay, but you are going to provide them support sitting in Hyderabad, or maybe you will be working from office in Bangalore. But what you will do whenever there is any support required by the client, you will log in into their system and you will check what is the technical issue and you will resolve their queries. That is known as an offsite project. Okay, so these are the main project support projects we have: 24/7, 24/5, on call, on site and off site. Okay, any question here? Any doubt?
Sir, example for on-call support, sir.
On-call support means, see, just like for example, if you are using any, let's say, electronic device, okay, if it is not operating, what you will do, you will directly call the customer care and you will say you are facing this issue, you need help. Okay, so just like that, you can call to the support team. They will receive your call and they will ask you what is the problem. You have to explain to them, see, I am trying to use this transaction code, but I am getting this error. How do I solve it? What they will do is they will give you advice over the phone, only over the phone. They will not log in into your system. They will guide you how to resolve that issue. If it doesn't work, then you have to write an email to them, then they will support you separately. But on call means like just like a customer care, you will call them and you will state what is the issue and they will going to help. That is known as a on call support. Okay, understood?
Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So these are some of the support projects. If you want me to go much deeper, I can go much deep. Like I told you, how are they going to support them? See, for example, let me say that I am working in some company, let's say in Reliance. Okay, I'm working in Reliance Refinery. I am not able to use one of the transaction codes. It is showing error. So what I should do, I have to raise a request or I should raise a ticket. That ticket will go to that support team. Okay, so those tickets are again divided depending on the priority. So what are those priorities? There are tickets like L1, L2, L3 and L4. These are the different priorities for the tickets. L1 means high priority or very high priority, you can say. These kind of tickets need to be resolved within 1 hour or maximum 2 hours. Very high priority. Let's say during the production, automatically some of the systems are not working. SAP software has some glitch, it is not working. So you immediately need support. Or let's say actually your sales software is not working. Sales and distribution module has some issue. This Amazon, Flipkart and all, they will have some special sales day. Okay, where lakhs and crores of people will be logging into that website. How do you think everybody can access? Nothing will happen to the software. How do you think it is managed? See, there will be a lot of technical people who will be working behind. If even the software has shut down for 1 hour, they will lose money in crores. So it is very critical, especially for this kind of companies like you have Flipkart, Amazon and all. Okay, so if any such kind of issue occurs, they want immediate solution. No waiting for 1 day or 2 days. They want immediate solution. So they will raise a ticket. They will say that, sales order we are not able to generate. Please rectify this as soon as possible. That will be a very high level ticket, high priority ticket, very high priority ticket, which should be resolved within 1 or 2 hours. Then you have high priority ticket. This is little bit having lesser priority, L2 ticket. Here you can take maximum 4 hours of time. Again, it depends company to company. I'm just giving example. The exact time definition, they will put it in the agreement. Here I am giving example. This could be 1 hour and this could be up to 4 hours. Okay, up to 4 hours they can manage, but still it has to be resolved by any case within 4 hours. That is your high priority ticket. Medium priority ticket, it's okay, fine, no problem. They can wait for 1 day or they can wait for 2 days. But within this time period, they need to solve the issue, technical issue. Maybe they are not able to print the forms, they are not able to print the reports, or they are not able to generate the report. It's okay, fine, that can wait. Okay, so this is a medium priority ticket. Similarly, we have lower priority ticket L4, where it will need time, maybe like you can even take up to 1 week's time. Because maybe the requirement is something related to enhancement or they want some modification in the software. For that also they will raise a ticket. We want some other options to be displayed. While I'm generating a report, I want some other options on the screen. So please add these options also into the screen. Like that they will raise a ticket. It involves a lot of technical function. So, it cannot be done within 1 hour or within 1 day. It will take a lot of time because you have to do the enhancement, you have to do the programming, lot of things will be there. So that is why that they will put under low priority ticket. When I say programming and all, don't be afraid. It is not you. There will be technical team who will be sitting with you. See, in a company where you are working, it's not only you have to do everything. There will be other teams also who will be sitting beside you. For example, if you need to design a report, there will be a technical team. You can speak to the ABAP consultant and he is going to design that report for you. Or if you want a user ID and password, you can speak to the basis team. They will generate a user ID and password for you. Or if you want to transport the data from one system to another system, again, you will contact the basis team. They will help you in transporting the data from your SAP system to another SAP system. So like that, you will not be working alone. There will be team leader, there will be project manager, there will be other technical teams who will be there to support you. Okay, so you should not keep in mind that I have to do everything. No, it is not like that. There will be a lot of people. Okay, so this is your support project. Next is rollout project. Rollout project means, again, I have to use an example here. Let's say Adani Ports tomorrow decide that they want to implement SAP ERP software. But Adani Ports is operating from a lot of ports in India, from Gujarat, from Mumbai port, from Goa, from Mangalore, Cochin, even in Chennai, Visakhapatnam, like that they are operating from various ports in India. So tomorrow, if they ask you to implement a project for them, how are you going to do it? Because they have lot of sites, you will select one small site. Let's say they want to first use it in Goa. You will select Goa location where you will first implement this SAP ERP software. Then they will use it for several months, maybe like for 6 months, 10 months, 1 year, because they want to see whether it is really beneficial to them. Do they really want to invest so much money in other locations? First, they will use the software. If they are happy, if they feel that yes, it is very beneficial to them, then they will ask, okay, now we are happy with this SAP software we are using in Goa. Now please roll out the same solution across India. They will say, now we want to use the same software even in Chennai, in Gujarat, in Visakhapatnam and all. So you can roll out the project. So what happens in a rollout project? First, you will select a pilot site, a small site. There you will implement your SAP ERP software. And after a period of time, like 6 months or 1 year, the client will ask you, okay, please now you can roll out the same solution in other locations. Okay, that is a rollout project. If they don't like it, fine, they will say, no, we don't want to extend this solution. We are fine with Goa, we will use it for some days, then we are going to close even here. We don't want to use this. Like that also they can decide. So it basically depends on the company, whether they want to roll out across the India or they want to select one particular location they want to implement there. It is all dependent on the client. Okay, that is your rollout project. Last, enhancement or upgradation project means, here, let's say the client is already using a software, SAP ERP software already they are using, but they want to implement or they want to upgrade the project. They want to upgrade the software to the latest version, or maybe they want to migrate from your ECC system to S4HANA. Let's say, for example, or they are using 10 different modules. Now they want to use additional 4 modules. Let's say already 10 modules they are using. Now they want to implement EHS module, quality management module, warehouse management module, and some other. So what they will do, they will again contact the IT company and they will say, boss, look, we want to add additional 4 modules into the portfolio. So please implement these additional 4 modules for us. Like that they will ask. Then again, the IT company is going to provide how much time it will be required, and how much money they have to spend. All that plan they are going to give. But this enhancement or upgradation project, you don't need lot of people. I mean, 20, 30 people are not required. Maybe 4 consultants are enough. And the project duration is also not very long. It will take hardly 4 months or maybe maximum 5 months. That's it. Okay, that is your enhancement or upgradation project. Either they want to add a new module into the existing software, or they want to migrate from ECC system to S4HANA. It depends on the company. Okay, that kind of a project is known as enhancement project or upgradation project. Okay, so these are the 4 project types we have in SAP. You may be working in any one of them, but most probably for freshers, support project is good, because in EHS you will not get lot of tickets. It is easy to work in a support project. But in implementation, you can gain lot of knowledge. You can see how the company functions, what EHS system they are following. Everything you can see very closely in an implementation project. So it is up to you. You may either choose to work on an implementation project or support project, but the companies will recruit depending on the requirement. If they need the requirement for implementation project, they will select consultants for implementation project. Or if they are having support projects with them, they will hire for support projects. So we cannot decide, but it is always good if you get a support project, in the beginning. Okay. Any doubt in this? These are the project types in SAP. Let me know if you have any question in the project types.
Sir, if anyone wants to go from support to implementation during his career, so is it possible?
It is possible, of course. See, again, the company will decide that depending on your performance, they will evaluate you. After 6 months, after 8 months, they will evaluate how you are performing in a support project. If they feel, yes, he has already picked up, he has gained enough knowledge, then they will transfer you to an implementation project. Or it can happen even vice versa. If they don't have any implementation projects with them, they may put you in a support project. Okay, but same company is going to handle both the kind of project. They will be having implementation project also, and they will be having support project also. So support project, one good thing is that you will be there in the office from time to time. Okay, from morning 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock, for example, you will be there in the office. Once that is done, you come back to home. Very simple. But in implementation project, sometimes you have to go to the client location. Okay, that company, wherever they have the plant or a manufacturing setup, you have to go there, understand how they are doing the business, what process they are following. You can see their equipments, you can see their offices, you can visit their site, understand the process, and then you can come back. Okay, that you get an opportunity. I think implementation projects are very good for you, because you can go to such places where normally you cannot go. In nuclear power plants also, sometimes if you want to implement the project, you can go to nuclear power plant, or you can go to any chemical manufacturing company or ammunition manufacturing plant, like that. Even our army is also using SAP, even the military uses SAP software. There it will be very strict. You cannot even carry your mobile phone, you cannot carry any magnetic device. All these things, pen drives and all, are not allowed. One second, just be online. Guys, give me 5 minutes, okay? I'll be back. I'll just have some water and come back. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So these are the SAP project types that we come across. And yeah, let's move on to SAP tables. So what is the meaning of SAP table? See, SAP software is a software where you will be creating data, and after the creating the data, you will be storing the data into the database. So where does it actually store? If you create any data, maybe let's say for example incident log or injury illness log, that data will be stored in the tables. Okay. So we have something known as tables. Any data created by the user or any data that is available, like system data, for example, or configuration data or master data, all this data is stored on tables. So we have different types of SAP tables, in fact. Or if you want to know what is the definition of a table, it is nothing but a storage space in SAP database. Okay, there will be rows and columns, a series of rows and columns where user created data is stored, and we call that as SAP table. There are many types of SAP tables, or again, one more definition if I have to give you, it is you can call table to be a logical structure. Table is a logical structure for storing data, or table is a set of rows and columns that are logically related. Right. So table in simple terms, a table is a place where user data gets stored. So there are different types of SAP tables. In fact, some of them are cluster table, you have pooled table, and then you have transparent table. These are the three most common tables we find in SAP. Okay, so what is a cluster table? See, cluster table is a table that contains system information, or it contains system related data or technical data also we can say. The cluster tables are not easily accessible by us because we are functional consultants. We cannot access cluster table, but rather these tables can be accessed only by the technical consultant. If technical consultants wants to see what data is stored, what technical information is available, they can use some special techniques and view the data that is stored under these tables. That is a cluster table which stores system data or the system information. Next one is pooled table. These are also technical tables. They don't store any user information, or I can say the functional data will not be there, and it is also accessible only by the technical consultant. We cannot access pooled tables also. They maintain customizing data or system data. Customizing data and system data means basically it is a technical data, okay, that will be stored in your pooled tables. And then finally we have transparent tables. This table contains the user created data. Okay, for example, I told you if you create any incident report or if you create any chemical related data in a specification, all those user created data will be stored in these transparent tables. Okay, and these are accessed. We can actually go to these transparent tables. We can see what information is available. We can search different types of tables. All that we can do. As a functional consultant, we will have access to these transparent tables. So for example, if I want to know some data related to material, I can go to one table. That table name could be MARA, MARC, like that. We have different tables. If I want to see the material related information, I can access those tables and I can find the data. Right? So these are known as transparent tables because we can see the data, we can access the data directly. No need of any special features or special techniques are not required. Okay? Like for example, customer details or material details, how many types of materials we have if you want to see that. Or maybe related to hazardous materials or dangerous goods. If you want to see some information related to that, we can easily go to these transparent tables and we can access the data. Okay, so that is why we call them as transparent tables. These are some of the tables. I can show you that in the system as well. Just give me a minute so that I will log in. Did you get the server access? Those of you who have enrolled, Alim, Vinayak?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet. Okay. So you will get.
Yes, I
Uh,
server access.
you got it?
Yes, sir. Today
Very
only.
good. Very good. Vinayak, you also speak to them, get the server access, because once we start specification management, then you will be needing the software. Okay.
Okay, sir. I should
Yes.
contact to Subhendu?
Subhendu, yes, he will provide.
Okay, sir. I will contact him tomorrow morning.
Yeah, right. Okay, so you log in using the credentials that they give you. For example, like this 183.82.122.14, instance number 17, EH7. See, if you get wrong password, if you forget the password, don't try to enter a wrong password multiple times. This system will get logged. Server. Again, you have to contact them. They will release the or regenerate the password. Then they will give you. So remember, whenever you are using the SAP demo system, don't enter wrong password multiple times. 1 or 2 times is okay, but not more than that. If you forget the password, you can contact them. They will give you, but don't enter wrong passwords. Okay, then you can enter the password. Okay, and this is your demo system. We call this as sandbox system, demo system, practice system. You can call any name you want. Okay, but this is also one of the properties of SAP. Though it is a demo system, this is again licensed by SAP. They will give this on rent. So if you want server access, you have to pay money, maybe for 1 month or 3 months. They will give you the access, and then you can use this demo system. This is the property of SAP. Remember that it is not some dummy software. This is also a licensed version. This will also have the validity. See, for example, if you go to system and then status, it will give you all the details about this demo system. Installation number, when the license is going to expire. See, it is going to expire in 2023. On 1st of June 2023, this license will expire. Then what to do? Again, you have to contact, get the SAP demo system, and you can use the server. That is how it is working. Okay, so this system status will give you what is your client number, means system number, what is the user ID, in which language is this demo system available, and then you have some SAP data related information, then the installation number, license number, etc. Then what is the database you are currently using? See, older versions of SAP were using Oracle database. Like I told you, Oracle is one of the competitor for SAP, right? But still, in the beginning days, they were using the database provided by Oracle. But now they have changed. Now they are using Microsoft SQL database for storing all the data. The database currently on SAP servers are MS SQL. And what is the operating system? Again, before also it was some other operating system. I think Linux was the operating system. Now we have Windows. Windows is the operating system on which your SAP works, right? So you can find the system information by going to the system and going to status. Okay, now I was actually talking about tables, right? Let me show you. The transaction code, if you want, you can write down. Please maintain a notebook, because wherever I come across important concepts, I will be telling you to note down. You have to make some notes so that it will be easier for you in the future. So similarly, you have one transaction code called SC16N. If you press enter, it will take you to tables. Here, if you want to see some information related to materials, for example, there is a table called MARA. I told you there is a table called MARA. Write MARA, press enter, and then you can see all the materials. If you want to see all the materials available in database, you can just click on execute button. This is your execute button. If you click on that, it will display all the materials. Okay, see, all these are the materials which are available in the database. Material number, when it was created, which user created that material, when was the last time it was changed, and who changed, and then what is the maintenance status, what is the material type. Like this information will be present. This is known as the material information or material data. A MARA table is going to give you general material data. So if you go down, I think all the materials are displayed in this list. So you can go through one by one. Or if you want to search any particular material, that is also possible. So again, go back. You see this selection criteria is there. Below section in the form of table, that is known as selection criteria, means filters. Now here, as let's say, for example, I want to display one material called P182. For example, I will enter this material name or number, and then if I execute, it is going to show me the details of this material P182. For example, material name, when it was created, who created, and what is the status, what is the material type. See, this FERT material type means it is a finished good or finished product. Let me show you here. All these are different material types. If you go to FERT, it will give you what is the meaning of that. Either you can go like this or you can use this find button is there, no? You can click here FERT and it will take you there.
Sir, Finacle also a SAP product, sir.
Which one?
Finacle.
No.
Okay.
There are many companies, in fact. Okay, let me take you to FERT. See, FERT material type means it is a finished good, finished product. That type of a material is known as finished good, FERT. So here P182 I searched, no, this material is actually a finished product. It is some product, maybe some chemical, but it is a finished product. Similarly, ROH means here there will be ROH also. ROH means raw material. This is created by user, but standard if you want to see, you should go to R. You can even create your own material types. That is why some of them are repeated. Okay, I think they have removed it, I believe. Let me search here. ROH, that is again raw material. I think there are many other raw materials also. See here also 9 ROH. This is also a raw material. So you can find wherever you find the raw material, you can go to that section and you can see those raw materials. Okay. So anywhere if you come across ROH, know that it is material type raw material. Then it will also display what is the measurement unit of that material. So here see, they are showing L means liter. This is some liquid cleaning agent. So that is why this measurement unit is liters. Like that, all the information related to the material you can find in this table. Many other information will also be there. Gross weight, net weight, what is the transport group number, like that every information, EIN number. Every information about this material will be available under this table. That is why it is very important. This is the material description, which is nothing but industry cleaner. The material name is industry cleaner. Okay, this is one table. Like that, there are many tables. If you want to find out in which plant this P182 is manufactured, if you want to find that, this table will not give that information. You should go to MARC. MARC table is nothing but it contains plant data for the materials. Let me set the same material again, P182. Execute. And then you will find here P182 material is available in plant 1000, also available in plant 1100, 1300 and plant 3000. So same material is available in 4 different plants. So this table name MARC contains the plant data for each material for which you want to see. Okay, so this is very useful.
So we need to remember all these names of the codes?
Yeah, some of the important ones you have to remember. No other choice. See, just like your transaction codes, there are hundreds of tables also. But don't worry, not all tables you need to remember. Some of the very common tables like MARC, MARA, or with respect to EHS, there are few tables like ESTRH or CBIH underscore CW. Like that, there are tables, but no need to remember all the tables. Or if you want to write down somewhere, you can write and keep it, but you have to remember, even in the interview, they are going to ask you. They will ask you, okay, tell me in which table can I find dangerous goods data? Or they will say, in which table can I find the specification related information or chemical data? In which table will I find? Like that, they will ask you. Not only that, they will ask you what are the transaction codes. Okay, if you want to create a material, what is a transaction code? Like that, they will ask. Though you may not use all of them, but it is good if you remember the transaction, at least important ones. You need to remember, you need to learn.
So is there any standard list of chart related to transaction codes available?
When I share you the, when I share the notes with you, in those notes I have mentioned the transaction code. For example, when I take up basic data and tools, whatever the transaction codes applicable in that basic data and tools, I have put them all in the notes so that you can read them and you can practice it by using those transaction codes. Next, when we go to product safety, again in the notes of product safety, I have included not only the transaction codes, but also the table names also I have mentioned. So that you don't have to waste your time in searching and all. In the notes already I have included all the transaction codes. Okay. And regarding the server, see, you can open up to 6 tabs. This is one. You can open another. You can open another. Just like your web pages, you can open up to 6 transactions. Not more than that. 6 sessions can be opened at a time. Once it reaches maximum number of sessions, then it will tell number of sessions has reached. Maximum number of sessions has reached. So you have to stop it there, then delete, close them. If it is not required, then you can use 1 or 2. Like that you have to do. Final, if you want to close the last session, it will ask you, do you want to log off? If you say yes, then it will get disconnected. Okay, this also you need to remember. And one more thing, see, this is a single user logon. Only one user can log in using the same ID and password. No 2 people can use. For example, some user ID and password if I am using, at the same time you cannot also log in. It will, what it will happen is it will disconnect my session. Then you will continue to work on the server. If I again try to connect with the server, you will get disconnected. So like that, because it is a single user logon system. In multiple user logon, what happens is any number of people can log in at the same time using the same ID and password, and they can use the software, no problem. Okay, so these are some of the things. I will share the link to whoever who are connecting directly with me. I will share you the link. You can download this installation files and you can start using the software. Okay, then if you want to close this server, just click on close button, click on yes, and it will be disconnected. Very simple. Okay, so this is about your SAP demo system. Okay guys, so I think we have completed the introductory class as of today. From Monday, we'll start SAP EHS. We'll go with the basic data and tools. There are some very important definitions which I have to share with you. And then we'll start off with specification management. Today's class, how was it? Were you able to understand?
Yes, sir. It was a very good session with the overview for all the tables and all things.
Thank you so much.
Sir, from where we can fetch up this recorded session?
Here only you will get Vinayak. See, once we disconnect the call, if you go to the chat box, see, I'll show you. Can you see my screen? Yesterday's session, it should be available. If I go on top, see here, can you see this?
Yeah.
This is a recorded session, but it will be available only for 30 days. So better you download these videos and you can keep it with you.
Sir, in fact, I downloaded it, but it is not playing, sir. VLC media player and the Windows media player. Both I tried.
It will play, no?
I tried on yesterday, sir. I downloaded it, but it's not playing in VLC and Windows media player. Both I tried.
Today we will try it out, sir, and we'll update on Monday.
Yeah. Let me know. Try once, download, and it will work because I have been using Skype for a long time. If it doesn't work, in case, then I will share you another meeting link. Go to meeting. In that case, we will connect on go to meeting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you try one more time. I think it should work. If it doesn't work, no problem. We'll connect on another
Sure, sir.
application. Sure.
I will try once again, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, fine, Nalin.
Sir, is there any study material available for these sessions? Study material?
Yeah, absolutely. I will share the notes. I have the material with me, but as and when I complete each topic, I'll be sharing the material.
Okay, through mail, sir?
Email, or I can even share it here. I can just attach and I can share from the chat box also.
Okay, done.
Yeah. So let us first start specification management. Later, I will give you the notes and all the related material.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, fine then, Vinayak. I'll take your leave, all of you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll see you on Monday. If you are you available on Monday, or do you have any plans to travel?
Monday we all are available, sir.
Okay.
Available, sir.
Sure. Then we'll connect again on Monday because tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday will not connect. Monday, same time, 8 p.m. we'll connect.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Fine then. Chalo, take care.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, see you on Monday. Bye.